now listening to the Sportz Nutz.
Welcome to the Sportz Nutz. Woo! I'm so happy that it's here. It's Friday. We made it. Welcome to another wonderful episode of our show, the Sportz Nutz. As you guys see, my name is Brandon. My man sitting, and this is exactly how my screen looks. My man sitting next to me, Pensman. What's going on, man? How you been, man?
Not much, and then between the screen and this, I ain't worried about it, so I'm good.
Oh, man. And then my man sitting below me, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, he's not exactly feeling good today.
Plus, he's muted.
Yeah, he is muted because he don't want nobody hearing his raspy, sickly voice. But Matt, man, I know. Real quick, just say hey to everybody, please, man. Unmute yourself. Say hey.
Yeah, I'm good, man. What's going on, everybody? A little under the weather. Well, I'm kind of at the end of being under the weather. But, here for another weekend and ready to roll.
That's right, Snowman.
How are you going to cut me half of my face off with that? I don't like being down here at the bottom, man.
Hold on.
It's just this. Yeah, it's just this.
Is that better?
Thank you. Now I got to deal with this thing right here, man. It's all up in my face. Come on, man.
What thing?
This right here, the logo. It's just
don't worry about it. It's over there. Not.
Well, it's good to see you. Thank you.
Let's keep rolling. Don't worry.
Hey, we have an absolute jam-packed episode. Unfortunately, the guest that we had expected to have on, he is running late, so he's not going to be joining. But we have rescheduled already with him. Don't worry. We still have a bunch to talk about.
Show's canceled.
No, it's not. Hey, everybody, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We absolutely appreciate it. We see that we have a bunch of people. Pensman, you know what to do. Please monitor all the chat, sir. Hey, Mickey, good to see you, brother. Hey, all right, so let me ask you guys a question. I'm going to give you guys the rundown, and here's what we have. All right, so the first question I'm going to have everybody is who is on your Mount Rushmore for NBA players? Obviously, there's a large amount of great players to have ever played this game. And I want to give me your 4 best. And then the next question I have for you is next thing I want to talk about, Dylan Raiola's younger brother, Dayton, has decommitted from Nebraska. And I have a question for everybody. Does he know something that we don't? And what are your thoughts on the Raiola family as a whole? And then, guys, this next one is what on earth is going on with college basketball in both men's and women's this season? There's such a large disparity with wins and losses that we're seeing some teams in women's college basketball winning by over 100 points. We've seen some teams not score anything until they are down by 70 points. There's been some massive disparities in men's basketball, too. We'll talk a little bit about that one. My next question for you guys is, what was your favorite TV show growing up? You have so many options of great TV shows. This is really tethered for Matt because I know what Matt's going to say on these. But, you have so many great options of TV shows. Some examples could be the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Ninja Turtles. Share with us your favorite TV show or TV shows. And give us one wild card show.
Powerpuff Girls.
That not many people may remember.
Yeah, the Powerpuff Girls are underrated.
That's right. I have a little
JoJo.
You know what? I can't even talk. But I have a little bit of a sports story. Pensman has a really cool sports story. Technically cool. He went on. If you missed it last night, our boy Pensman went on and talked about something. He's going to talk a little more in depth with you guys. So we'll hear about that one. And then we got our honorable mentions, and I cannot wait to share these honorable mentions with you guys. And that's actually how we're going to start the show. All right, Matt, what happened 21 years ago in the world of sports, if you can remember that far back?
2004.
Yes.
Good job.
Hold on, man.
There was 2 big events that happened in the sporting world within a week of each other.
Oh.
Pensman.
McNabb threw up in the Super Bowl.
No. It is the Malice in the Palace. It's turned 21 years old this year. Do you guys remember watching it live? I do, and I thought this was absolutely insane. Matt, what was your first impressions when you saw the hit that Ron Artest did to Ben Wallace, and you saw Ben Wallace retaliate? What was your reaction when you saw that happen?
Oh man, I mean, it's like the reaction was like this. It's still going. It's still going. Wait. Is that Ron Artest in the stands? Wait,
and you saw Jermaine O'Neal was in there like slamming a fan down too.
No. The slam came running at Jermaine O'Neal, and Jermaine O'Neal just decked him. I'm like,
yes.
What is going on? I'm like, what is going on?
Then you saw Rasheed Wallace stand up on the scores table and wanted to go into the stands as well.
You see Steven Jackson. I mean,
yes,
getting through everybody, man. I mean, it all started with that. Look, man, really is kind of a.
That was a real basketball. I think that was a basketball move.
Yeah, I hate to say this, but I think Ben Wallace overreacted here. Ben Wallace overreacted heavily. He'll say he overreacted because Ben Wallace never really reacted like that. But he overreacted, and it was a hard foul, but it was a good foul. It wasn't something crazy. But the Pacers were probably going to win the championship that year. They were the best team in the league by far. And hey man, look, I mean, it happened. It was crazy. Fans were getting hit. Ron Artest had the cup. The star of the show was the cup of water that wanted to hit Ron Artest.
As he's laying on the scores table, by the way, doing this.
Yep. And then he went up and he got into action. He got into action. So, yeah, man, that was a crazy night, man. I remember watching it live, man. Crazy night.
What about you, Pinsman? Do you remember watching the Malice in the Palace?
Yes, and I thought that was.
What was your thoughts?
I thought that was like a WWF at the time, but I thought that was a WWF moment.
It was weird to see. I thought it was like staged. I was like, this is not real. Am I really watching this? I was blown away.
Ron, if you guys remember, Ron Artest did have an anger issue. If you got slapped in the arm, he'll be like,
You know who he reminded me of? A more aggressive version of Dennis Rodman.
Yes.
Well, was that the year he elbowed James Harden in the head?
Yeah. Delete that comment.
Got it.
Yes, that was the year.
And you forgot something too. But just let you know.
Oh yeah. Well, by the way, before we go to Matt, I want to let you guys know, please refrain from using language. This is a G-rated show. We do have people who watch that are children, which I want to give a shout out to everybody who is listening to us live on 95.5 KFCE in Terrell, Texas, and TigerNation.live, and also the other 9 radio stations that we are a part of, and also the 30 countries we broadcast in. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to us.
The kids should be in bed right now anyway, man.
No, my kids are watching the show actually as we speak, so we don't display that kind of negative language. But also, I did mention there was 2 major fights happen within a week of each other. Do you remember the other one? And I'll give you guys a hint. I'm actually going to one of their games tomorrow. Do you guys remember? Anybody? Bueller, Brian Pettit. I know you're watching. If you remember,
Clemson
2000. Yeah, it involved Clemson, but who was the other team that it involved? Matt, do you know by chance?
I have no idea.
I remember the Clemson, but I can't remember who the team was.
It was the brawl between Clemson
and that's right,
South Carolina.
He goes, yeah, that's right. Click.
Oh, that's right. Click and mute. But yes, it was Clemson and South Carolina. One of the worst college football brawls to date. Still
South Carolina.
Still considered one of the worst. It was so bad, in fact, that South Carolina, yes, they were eligible for a bowl. Lou Holtz and the entire ACC and school of South Carolina said, no, we're not going to bowl game because so many players got involved in the ball. But it's crazy that over 21 years ago, those 2 major events happened. And I can't believe that it's been that long. First off, Matt, I still feel like it was just yesterday. We saw Rip Hamilton, Ben Wallace, Rasheed Wallace, all of them, the Detroit Pistons were the bad boys, not only in the 80s and early 90s, but also during this time of the Malice of the Palace reign. So it's so weird to think that it's been 21 years. So last night, guys, Pensman knows this very well. I watched a college football game, Sun Belt Conference game. I'm going to give a shout out to both Arkansas State and Louisiana Raging Cajuns. They both had a lot to prove, a lot on the line, actually. They still do. Now both of them have to win the final game of their season to get a bowl eligibility. Do you remember when the New York Yankees player put the Yankees pitching coach in hell? Yes, that was actually Pedro Martinez slammed him down to the ground. I remember that oh so well. Very well, actually.
And A-Rod got involved in that, too.
Yeah, and I remember A-Rod slapped. Was that the year that A-Rod slapped the ball out of the guy's hand, too, going in the first place?
And slapped Big Poppy in the face, too, and they're working together.
Yeah, that's even weirder. But, all right, so last night, this was an absolute shootout of epic proportions for Arkansas State and Louisiana. We saw before even the end of the first quarter, it was 2 touchdowns scored by Arkansas State, but they were not on offense. One was on defense, and the other was on a punt return or a kick return, whatever you want to call it, because it was actually 3. But it ended up coming down to literally the final play of the entire game. And this was, and I want you guys to listen to this too, because there was this knucklehead, and I told Pensman about this too, Matt. And I really want you to listen to this. So, does anybody remember, quickly, raise your hand if you remember the old saying, "The band is on the field," Cal Stanford. Raise your hand if you remember watching the highlights of that. Obviously, we're too young to remember that because it was 2 years before we were born. But I remember watching the highlights of it. Well,
that's what 30's for.
They created a new rule. That from that game actually stems from that rule. If a play is coming to an end and the whistle has not been blown yet, the play is still alive, right? Well, Arkansas State, 9 seconds left. Butch Jones calls a option, hands the ball. They hand the ball off, and he runs. Well, he fumbles the ball, and they're still trying to scurry to get it. Well, the whistle is not blown. Well, guess what? Louisiana, the entire team of the Louisiana Raging Cajuns come out onto the field. Butch Jones probably blew like 1,000 blood vessels. This is how irate he was. And I was living to him like, that should be a penalty because that is unsportsmanlike conduct. It should be an untimed down. Wake up, Matt. Should be an untimed down. Okay. Now, Matt, correct me if I'm wrong. You play till the whistle's blown, right?
Yeah, apparently we can't blink, guys. Yes, you played till the whistle was blown.
Okay, so this knucklehead said to me, and I told this to Ben, and I started dying laughing. He goes, when the ball is fumbled, the play is dead and the game is over. And I'm like, what? I'm like, where do you hear this thing from? And he goes, yeah, the play is dead. And I go, no, the heck is that? He goes, well, it's under 2 minutes, so therefore it's dead. And I go, where did you hear? I go, you're probably one of those knuckleheads that thinks that interceptions are pass interference, are personal fouls. And he goes, aren't they? And I go, either you're joking. If you're really serious, dude, you need to go back and learn football.
Ball has to be recovered.
Yeah, nobody had recovered the ball at this time.
So Tom's still taking, maybe.
Yeah, so that it's now literally everybody's come on the field for Louisiana, but Arkansas State lineman recovers the ball, and here, all right. So here's my finger. This is the goal line. The ball gets, I kid you not, right to here, and then he was tackled. He was tackled probably 2 inches from the goal line. Well, the referee goes, the ruling on the field is the runner was short of the line to gain for the touchdown. The game is over. They didn't even review it. Butch Jones is furious, and then they got buzzed down from the central offices, and they said you need to look at it. Well, the umpire and everything said, well, we actually made a goof. None of our refereeing crew was watching the sidelines. We were all watching the play. If you go back and look at the video, they all are watching. But it should have been an untimed down, and Arkansas State would have had one opportunity to score. And people are saying Butch Jones is on a trip because he was blowing his head gasket. Matt, what about you? If you had been a part of that, you would have done the same thing, correct?
Yeah, man. I mean, they need to review that. Give it its due diligence, man. I mean, I don't understand why they won't review things like that, but we'll spend 20 minutes reviewing, something that's totally irrelevant to is important to the game itself. That has to be reviewed. That has to be reviewed. And no matter how you slice it, it's a game determining, our game altering, possession. You have to review that.
Yep. It was such a weird thing, Pensman. I know you and I talked a little bit last night about this, but how weird is that though? Like, first off, would you like to tip your cap to the knucklehead who said that once the ball is fumbled, the game is over and the play is dead?
People like you make the world go round and keep us to actually know what is actually legit. Make us sound smart. So I appreciate you. So Matt, I know you're listening. I know you're on mute, but I told Brandon earlier. I said that if a game actually got played, and I wonder what happens if a game got fumbled and that guy was actually right. What would they do in a like? Oh no!
Yes.
Oh no, the ball's out. What do we do? Like, just stand there and just look. I'm like, are you going for it? Are you going for it?
Gonna Cam Newton it. They're gonna Cam Newton it.
Cam Newton it.
Sorry, Shane. We had to do a stab at you on that one. For those who don't know what Matt's talking about, Cam Newton refused to dive on a fumble in the Super Bowl, costing the game.
Keeping it festive and Christmas. It'll be like the Grinch, man.
I am Superman that can't dive.
Yes, it was so weird. I mean, like,
finally make the big stage, but can't make the big play.
Exactly. What do you think about this, though, Pensman? I mean, like, Butch Jones had a legit argument, didn't he?
He did. Like, and besides, isn't every turnover reviewable?
Yep.
That's why
it has to be reviewed.
So,
it has to be reviewed, actually.
Yeah. So I don't know what they're thinking. They're just, I don't know. It should be reviewed. And then if it was reversed, they would have put like 5 seconds on the clock. I don't know if it would have changed anything, but at least
it might have, because they were literally. I mean, you're literally 2 inches from the goal line, and just do your favorite play, tush push.
Yeah,
would have won the game. So yeah, that was an interesting little event.
Thanks, Eagles. Thank you, Eagles.
That was something I wanted to mention there. Well, guess what? I got a really cool story to share with you, Matt. I've already shared this with Pensman, okay? And everybody who's watching, I know we have a bunch of people watching and listening. If you can, raise your hand if you remember the show American Gladiators. Anybody?
Oh, that's yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about us.
Brian Pettit, if you remember, raise your hand. Guess what?
Or say me.
Guess what? It's going to be either NBC or Fox has had conversations about bringing back American Gladiator. Remember, they had they have American Ninja Warrior that comes on NBC. Pensman he's reserved the right to tell you his G-rated opinion about that one, and I'm eager to hear this one. And then also, what was the other one that did Pensman? Remind everybody again. It was
Wipeout.
We had American Wipeout. That's right, Wipeout. So
I don't know. I think John Cena was the host of Wipeout.
It was he hosted ESPN. What's his name, Matt? Do you remember that show, Wipeout?
Yeah, I remember that show.
Yeah,
John. It was John something.
Yeah,
I know who you're talking about.
Wears the glasses on ESPN.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's him. Okay.
So yeah. Here's what I remember. Okay.
Not Jon Stewart, was it?
No.
I'm thinking of Green Lantern. No, I can't remember.
Go back on mute.
Yeah.
Jon Stewart, come on.
Wipeout. All right, I'm doing this. Who hosted Wipeout? Oh, actually, yes, it was John. It was the reboot. John Cena, Nicole Byer, and Camille Kosek. However,
can't see me.
John Anderson. That's who I'm thinking of. John Anderson.
Not Stewart.
So, John Stewart. Come on, Matthew. Which, by the way, I don't know if you guys do this. Back to the original one I mentioned about the brawl between Clemson and South Carolina. Guess what the name was of one of the main contributors to that fight? His name was
Debo.
Matthews Thomas. Real name. I promise you. Look it up. Cassie's over here, and she actually remembers the brawl.
It's a great name.
It's a great name, yeah. But, I was telling Pinsman this. Matt, I want to ask you a quick question on this. And do you remember that we were so spoiled as kids every Friday night? You had either TGIF on ABC, or you had American Gladiators, or you had the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Do you remember those?
I mean, look, Brendan. I mean, of course, come home from school. It was Fox Kids. I started at 4:00 with the X-Men and Spider-Man and things like that. Then one of the Power Rangers.
He's going back further than 8.
Yeah, then one of the Power Rangers, and then Big Bad Beetleborgs, and things like that, man.
What was that? What was the tomatoes from Alien Tomatoes or whatever?
Something like that.
Tomatoes.
But yes, man. Yeah, man. That's kind of what it was. But yes,
man, I missed that show.
Taking me back.
Yes, it was so much fun being a kid. But yes, I was so excited when I saw this that they are most likely bringing back. I used to have all the toys. Actually, I had a lot of fun with those. Oh man, it just brings back memories.
Explain to me, what were you doing with American Gladiators toys? What were you doing?
I had the base, everything. Like they had all the exercising stuff, and
I got a show for you. I got a show for y'all.
That was my favorite show.
No. I got a better show that you probably enjoyed more than American Gladiator.
Okay.
Guts.
Yes, I love that. What was the one with the pyramid? Do you remember the pyramid one?
That was Guts. That was Guts.
There was another one too. Not Global Guts. There was a bunch of good shows back in the day, and
yeah, man, the temple, some temple thing, but
Legends of the Lost Temple. That's what it was.
Yes.
Oh man, that was so much fun being a kid back.
Brian says Boy Meets World.
The Keenan and Kel show, all that.
Keenan and Kel, all that. Let's see, what was the other one?
Boy Meets World, yeah. Boy Meets World.
Clarissa Explains It All.
Yeah.
And then you got my show, Dinosaurs.
Oh
God, that was funny. Whoa, Brady, you did that too well.
I loved it. That was
but of course, back to your point, Brandon, that TGIF, man, that's what it was. You come up with Family Matters with Urkel, then you got Step by Step, and you got whatever the show was, Boy Meets World. So
what was that? The Perfect Strangers, with Larry and Belky. Oh my God, man.
So hey, man,
ladies and gentlemen, we just totally aged ourselves, right?
You guys don't understand what it was.
You guys forgot about Full House too.
Being a kid, I said Full House.
Yes.
Being a kid in the 90s, being a kid in the 90s, man, was awesome. Y'all don't understand. Y'all would never have this pleasure. These kids would never have this pleasure.
Hey,
I like Fortnite.
Show that comment. Desmond, show that comment.
Okay.
Did you know this, Matt? Fear Factor is coming back.
Did they get sued into oblivion?
They did, but they brought it back. I'm trying to remember, Brian, if you can let us know who is the one hosting it.
Well, it was Dean Cain. Dean Cain was hosting it.
The new host. The new host is coming.
Well, no, I don't know if this was Fear Factor or not, but the guy had to guess the smells, and he was smelling, and the guy was like, "Oh man, smells like," and then the
G-rated.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He said smells like and then it was like, ding! It was right because that's right. It was a passing gas smell, pretty much, man.
Oh my word!
I think that was the last episode of the day. Took it off the air.
Yeah, but they're bringing back. This just goes to show they're bringing back stuff that we grew up to that we absolutely enjoyed. All right, so the next one I want to talk about, and this is actually true. It's going to happen. The WNBA is, in fact, headed for a lockout. Unfortunately, the WNBA Players Association declined the latest offer, and there was actually an offer provided today, and they laughed and said no. The first offer that they just laughed at is everybody's guaranteed salary jumps to $220,000 a year with a max of $1.1 million.
You gotta laugh at that. Yeah, you gotta laugh at that. That's disrespectful.
But here's the next one, though. They were guaranteed 10% revenue sharing per team, which would increase it to $4 million a year for a max contract and an average of $2 million. They said no.
What are they doing here, man? Guarantee their contracts.
Johnny
Make
Knoxville.
guarantee their contracts. Make it max contract or whatever, $4 million or whatever. The least amount they may make is maybe what, 800, 900,000 for the. Just guarantee their contracts. Like, come on, man. They're doing too much.
Somebody said that the WNBA is not going to be like the NBA with money.
Well, I mean, two different sports here. You have two different caliber of athletes here. Two different sports.
Right.
So, women's basketball is a totally different sport than men's basketball. They use different size balls. They use different size balls. Yes, they do. 3-point line isn't as far out. I mean, it's a different sport. You have to look at it as a different sport, which is what's going on right now. So,
well, guess what? A new offer came today at 2:30 this afternoon, actually.
Woohoo!
They bumped it to $560,000 a year on average with the max of $7 million. And guess what they said?
No.
I'm sorry, but we're having a lockout. They said no. They said no. And guess who?
What do they want?
Was the front runner of the one doing this? Angel Reese.
Angel Reese. Why?
She said they want a minimum of $10 million a year each player.
See, that's whoa now. That's you're aiming high, aiming too high, Willis. You're aiming too high, Willis. You see, that's what
you're talking about,
young
Willis.
kids now. This is young kids nowadays, man. They don't respect the transition. They don't respect the journey. They talking about 10 million off top. No.
Well, guess what, folks?
No.
WNBA for the first time this year started and they ended in the black zone, which Matt will tell you because he's in the retail world. That's very, very good to be in the black zone. And they said no. And so what Angel Reese is thinking is Rome was built in the day, evidently. She's an absolute knucklehead to think that she's it's the same sport, it's just women playing it, Matt.
If it was the same sport, then there would be in the NBA. It's a totally different sport.
Yeah, it's a different entity. WNBA is a different entity than the NBA.
It's basketball, yes. It's basketball at the end of the day.
That's what Mickey's trying to get.
Yeah, it's basketball at the end of the day. But as far as major sports, it's a whole different sport. Different rules, different. Everything's different.
Both want money.
Just like college basketball is a whole different sport than regular NBA. College football is a whole different league. It's a totally different entity than the NFL. It's just different. It's different league, different rules.
So
different.
Everybody, listen, Matt, the scholar. He knows. He knows.
Well,
he knows.
Matt, Socrates. I'm thinking. Yeah, I'll be Socrates today.
There you go.
All right,
I couldn't have my name. I'd like to make my name like do things, but I couldn't adjust my name to Socrates. So
the chosen.
Matt, I'm gonna give you the hat for you're the head of the NFL. I mean the WNBA Players Association.
Okay.
What is acceptable? What is an acceptable offer for you? Whatever, Matt. What is an acceptable offer that you would accept to keep them from having a lockout?
Isn't whatever supposed to be one word? No. For a lockout, I mean it's wild here, man. I mean, I hate it. I don't want them to go to a lockout. I don't. I really don't.
Because that could destroy the league.
Yes, women's basketball it's becoming more popular. It's becoming more of they're getting more athletes. And then they have an influx. You have an influx of women athletes, women basketball players coming in. That's going to be the face of this league for the next 10 to 15 years. You got a lot of women coming in, guys. That's gonna quote unquote change the game. So, if I'm the commissioner, then what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna give them at least close to $1 million a year, at least.
Not five.
Yeah, and as far as the max go, look, man, there's no cap on max, just like in the NBA. That the teams have a cap. The teams have a cap, but they should do that with the WNBA. Give the teams a cap. And let the max contracts be. They want $4 million a year. Keep it at that. Let the max contracts be $4 million.
But you know what Angel Reese wants? She wants $10 million a year. Minimum.
Angel Reese can, can wish and wish, but it's
She
not gonna
clap
happen.
her heels 3 times and say, "There's no place like home for all we can."
Yeah, man. I mean, it's a process. It's a gradual process,
Dorothy
guys.
Reese.
Gradual process. And look, and
Linda,
let's
Angel
not
the Bad Witch.
and Brandon, let's not discredit Angel Reese's game like she's not a double machine. She's one of the best rebounders to come through the NBA.
Rebounds.
Hey, say what you want. She's a Dennis Rodman.
No. Dennis, if you're watching this, I'm sorry that this gentleman just tried to compare you to a female, even though you married yourself at one time. We're not going to go down that boat.
I know you remember that book, right? A Bad as I Want to Be. He was in a wedding dress.
Yes. Gosh.
Well, I brought that book home one day and my mom yelled at me and threw it away. Well, that was crazy.
I'm gonna say something that's gonna make bad.
Okay.
Michael Jordan said that he wouldn't have won if it was for Dennis Rodman.
That is true.
Yeah, that's true.
Dennis Rodman averaged 18 and a half rebounds a game.
So he might have done his scandals, but he helped Jordan out.
I remember whenever Dennis Rodman would hit a three, it would be like an epic event. He'll hit a three.
Oh man, they were like, I remember he'd throw him the ball, go like slow motion, like is the ball ever gonna go in?
But yes,
all right,
yeah. Dennis frustrated Carmelo to no end. He frustrated Carmelo.
Then he went to Philly and he was washed.
Yep, he was washed.
He went to Dallas first.
Yeah, so, I know. I'm talking about Tumble. He went to Philly and he was washed up then. So I got the back end.
No. Hold up. They still got to the finals now. They still got to the finals when Tumble was a starting center.
Mm-hmm. Tumble was my favorite.
You can't knock that. He was still the defensive force that year. They had the Iverson sitting there.
I know.
He was still doing it. He was still doing it. You got to give him props.
Him and Geiger, I know.
Matt Geiger, what number 52? Matt Geiger.
Yep.
What?
Again, folks, we are aging ourselves so well.
Aaron McKee, Aaron McKee with the 40 hours a week workman's beard, boy.
Yep. So I got a question for everybody, okay? And this is including everybody who's watching. And Matt, we're going to start with you. Who is on your Mount Rushmore for NBA players? I want you to give me 4 that you put on the Mount Rushmore. And I'm going to make the screen strictly on you because I want you to tell us who your Mount Rushmore is.
Oh, man, that's simple. You got to go with Michael Jordan first. You got to go with LeBron James next. You're gonna hey, now. Hey. Men lie, women lie. Statistics do not. All right.
And what's his record in the finals again? Just curious. I forgot.
Hey, man. You think Jordan could have beat that Warriors team with Kevin Durant? No.
Yep. I think he's 4-30.
You better stop.
4-30.
No. Well, of course you're gonna go with Michael Jordan, LeBron James. I want to put Will Chamberlain on there, but I just don't like the fact that he was playing against 5'10" centers, not named Bill Russell. But I'm gonna put Will Chamberlain on there. So that's 3. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is 4, and then I'm gonna go with
that's 4.
Who's your wild card?
My wild card is between Magic Johnson and Steph Curry.
Ooh, I like those. Very good. All right, Pensman, give me your Mount Rushmore.
Okay, Michael Jordan. He said LeBron. No, he said LeBron. That's funny. Okay, Michael Jordan, Patrick Ewing, Tony Kukoc, and Gary Payton.
So you're gonna sit here. Hold on. I got this one, Brandon. I got it.
No, you don't. Go ahead.
Down boy. Down boy. I got it.
No, bring it.
So we're talking. Well, I guess those are your personal favorites. I gotta respect it. I respect it.
You see, you can't argue.
Those are your personal faves. I respect.
Wait. Never mind.
Why would you put Tony Kukoc though on there?
Hey.
Clutch.
There were a lot more clutch 3-point shooters than Kukoc.
Tony Kukoc hit 1 clutch 3-point shot.
Card, I have to get Kukoc.
What in there? What about the guy named Robert Ory? Just for bleeps and giggles, he was very clutch on those threes.
Yeah.
How are you going to chastise my efforts to put LeBron James in my Mount Rushmore?
LeBron James is not.
Yeah. In your Mount Rushmore, you have Patrick Ewing.
Did you look at my short, Thomas?
I did not.
You got to look at my short.
Okay, I will.
My short one.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan, LeBron.
Yeah. Watch that.
Jordan lays it to rest.
But they are two different. They play two different positions. Why are we comparing those two?
Because the
Doesn't matter.
debate is over.
It's about the GOAT. Who is considered the GOAT?
Michael
And
Jordan.
Michael lays it to rest and says he didn't have to chase bringing all these players together. He won all 6 with the same team. He went 6-0 in the finals.
Okay. So let's be real.
And he didn't have to bring his kid into the NBA.
And
Michael Jordan did not.
His rivalries.
Michael Jordan did not have to face. First of all, Michael Jordan never beat Larry Bird in the playoffs. Let's not forget about that. He never beat Larry Bird in the playoffs. Never beat Larry Bird in the playoffs. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that. He never beat Bird in the playoffs. That's one. Two, so we're going to seriously sit here and act like Jordan had to face people like Steph Curry. Jordan had to face people like Victor Wembanyama. He had to face people like
he faced Dikembe and he dunked into Dikembe, remember?
Okay. A stiff
and he did this to him
bad knees.
Hey, no, and then he also
faced
dunked
Reggie
on
Miller.
Shaq.
He faced Patrick.
He dunked on Shaq and he dunked. He
shot this close to Karl Malone.
He outscored Kobe every time he played Kobe.
Yeah, Kobe was young at the time. Kobe was only 3 years.
Doesn't matter. Kobe's one of the greats.
At that time, Kobe wasn't one of the greats. Kobe was 3 years in. He was 20 years old. Look, man, guys, we're not going to do this. If you look at all sports, if you look at all sport, I'm not. First of all, I won't lose because I will hit you with facts. If we look at all sports, okay, all sports NBA as time goes on, the athletes get bigger, stronger, faster in all sports. That's how it is. For example,
NBA 2K facts.
Did you miss the fact that Victor Wembanyama is like 7'6" and weighs like 100 pounds?
Brandon, who in the 80s and 70s is stopping Victor Wembanyama?
Shaq, Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain.
Brandon in the 70s and 80s, Shaq was 7. Shaq was 7 in the 70s.
Okay, all right. So we have Larry Bird.
Okay.
Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain.
Oh my gosh.
Hakeem Olajuwon.
Look, man. I'm gonna go ahead and put it like this: if you drop Zach LaVine, if you drop Zach LaVine back in the 80s and 70s, Zach LaVine becomes the greatest player of all time.
No, he was. Yeah, right. No.
Who is stopping Zach LaVine back then?
Oh no.
Who's stopping Zach LaVine back then?
The rim.
Do you have 102 point something fever?
Guys, I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying, look. Okay, same thing. Drop Derrick Henry back in the 70s.
We're talking about the football now?
I'm just saying.
Henry is completely different.
And the athletes from today,
the
athletes from today are bigger, faster, and stronger than the athletes of yesterday. It is what it is. It is what it is. Now, Jordan will succeed in this line of area because Jordan has the skill. He had the skill to succeed.
Don't get me started with football, Thomas. Don't give me football.
Scotty, what?
Scottie Pippen was a force to be reckoned with in his time too.
How was Scotty different from Kawhi Leonard?
Yeah, I got
because Kawhi Leonard is street clothes 2.0 behind.
No. From a skill perspective and from what they could do on the court, how was Scottie Pippen different from Kawhi Leonard?
Because Scottie Pippen can make a shot and not make the ball bounce 7 times.
Okay, so we're gonna act like Kawhi wasn't a top 5 player in his league for like a 5-6 year stretch.
Scottie Pippen can make a shot. Kawhi Leonard has to have a ball bounce.
Kawhi Leonard made the shot in Toronto that propelled his team to the finals.
Oh, Miami!
Bounced,
Miami!
And then fell in.
That's not his fault. The rim wanted to play
Scottie Pippen.
bounce.
So do you remember? Hold on, please remember when Michael Jordan retired. The year he retired, the first time.
Which time?
Scottie Pippen led them to the playoffs and came really close to getting all the way to the finals.
And they should have made it to the finals. It's just that Scotty and that referee was, Scott Foster, I forgot, but they were just. So he made some critical bad calls against the Bulls and Scotty, and that was that. Scotty would have taken to the championship, of course, but it didn't happen that way. Look, man, look, guys, if you take the modern day player now. The player now is more athletic in any sport. The player now is bigger, stronger, faster, more athletic, more skill
Matt,
than back then.
Are you hearing me? He even took the Trailblazers far.
Who?
Scotty.
When he was with the Blazers, it was mainly Rasheed Wallace, him.
I know.
I got one for you though, then, Matt. What about if you put Clyde Drexler in today's game, would he be as successful now as he was then?
No, I'm saying he'd be worse off because he can't dribble. He's going to dribble with one hand. Clyde Drexler could not go left. He could not, he cannot go right. I think he was left-handed, and he could not go. He could not go right. He could only go one direction. No, absolutely.
What about Magic Johnson? If you put
Magic 6'9" point guard, yeah, Magic was good. Magic was good, man. Magic could play in any era, but not this era because he couldn't shoot. So
here's my Rushmore. Okay, Kobe is not number one. Michael's number one. Kobe's number two. Number three, I'm gonna say Larry Bird. Number four, because he's my all-time favorite, Dikembe Mutombo. That's just because of what Mutombo did for not only for the game of basketball, but for the entire humanitarian world. He is a humanitarian amongst men. He is he is a king among king kind of thing. That's how great Dikembe was.
You know what, guys? We're gonna settle this right now. This is boy. No. What is the hate for LeBron James about? What did he do to you?
He's not the chosen one.
Yes, he is.
No, and you have to do the stupid decisions. Decision 1
so
2.0 was about a Hennessy ad.
I've heard nothing about his play on the court. I have heard nothing about his play on the court.
He's not a whiny baby. He's a flopper. He makes Vlade Divac look like a Hall of Famer with the flopping.
Is LeBron James the first ballot Hall of Famer?
No.
All right, guys. Well, it's been a good show, guys. It's been a good episode. We got Brandon reporting live from Carolina. We got Pensman from up there in Pennsylvania. I'm Matt Thomas.
All right. Anyways, let's continue.
Guys,
next topic. Okay, Matt.
Holla at you. Holla at you later, guys. Holla at you later.
No, don't leave. Don't leave.
Hey, man. I got to go off of that one. I got to go. The fact that y'all can sit here and say LeBron James is not a first ballot Hall of Famer is asinine. That is disrespectful, and that's disrespectful to me, and that's disrespectful to yourself, and that's disrespectful to all of your children. That's crazy. That's crazy.
We all have opinions, and
No. You have saying Steph Curry is not the greatest shooter in the world is an opinion. That's an opinion.
I never said that. I said Steph Curry is the greatest.
But you're allowed to have your opinion to say he's not the greatest shooter in the world. You're allowed to have that opinion because you have Ray Allen out there. You have Reggie. You're allowed to have that opinion. But to say LeBron James is the first ballot Hall of Famer is just downright messy.
I'm going to sell this. He's going to be a Hall of Fame. He's not a first ballot, but he's going to be.
He will be a Hall of Fame.
Guys, I'm sorry to burst your bubble. LeBron James is the first ballot Hall of Famer, and there's not even a question. There's been nothing more certain in life.
He couldn't even get Space Jam right.
Death, taxes, and LeBron James being first ballot Hall of Famer. Those are the three guarantees in life right now.
That's another thing that Jordan has beat.
It doesn't matter.
He didn't even have to break a sweat.
Guys, okay, you know what?
Hey, how's it, my brother?
You guys give me a headache. I can't believe you guys said that.
Hey,
wow.
That's because you're.
Wait, hold on. Show that comment right there. We got to give a shout out to them real quick.
Which one? This one?
My Hawaiian Ohana. Yes, my brother. It's so good to see you. I got the game. I got it ready. It's coming on 10:30 Eastern. University of Hawaii, UNLV. If Hawaii wins, folks, they're in the Mountain West Conference Championship. And guess what? This is a real fact. And I told Pensman this too. It's a real fact. They have a legit chance to still. It's small, but they have the chance. If they win out, and yes, if Alabama does lose just one more game, Hawaii could legit go to the college football playoffs. It's a real possibility. So shout out to University of Hawaii. You know, you guys, I love you. All right. So Matt, I got to ask you a question. What's going on with college basketball? What's that?
If Alabama get kicked out, will they be rolled away instead of roll tie?
It's a thought. All right. So Matt, let me ask you this question. Okay. What's going on with college basketball, both men's and women's?
I'm scared.
There's such a large disparity with wins and losses. I mean, you know this. An example just happened not even 2 days ago. A women's college basketball team won by 108 points. There was a women's college basketball team who it was actually 2 days ago. Okay, this is a really weird thing. No, 3 days ago. Sorry, they were up 72-0 before they gave the first basket. There's been men's scores that are absolutely mind-boggling. The level of these scores. What's going on? Like, why is there such large disparities in scores and wins and losses in both men's and women's basketball?
Well, you gotta go to cohesion first and foremost, man. You have a lot of these schools have a lot of, and especially with the transfer portal, you got a lot of these schools that are having players play with each other for the first time. We're still early in the season, man. You're gonna see teams be inconsistent.
Sorry, I saw that comment.
You're gonna see teams be inconsistent, man. So it's just that was already displayed, right? One got displayed again.
I have to show it again. Anyways, continue.
Nah, man, you're gonna see inconsistencies, guys. As far as really, that's
no more.
So as far as all that goes, man. Really, guys.
Stop. No more doing that.
Really, guys.
But let me ask you this next question, then, Matt. Okay. Stop. No more. Seriously, no more. All right. So
come on, Mike.
Not doing it.
We've seen 11 D2 and now D3 because Scranton Women's, which is a D3 program, knocked off a D1 program in Pitt. We're now seeing them starting to get into the fun and action. To tag along with, we're seeing all these huge disparities in wins. Why are we seeing so many Division 2s and now Division 3s knocking off Division 1s? Shouldn't it be the reverse? Shouldn't D1s just absolutely mollywop them every time?
Again, it's the same thing, man. These D2 and D3 schools have played together for 3 or 4 years. And you got these D1 schools that are played together for 3 or 4 weeks. So that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm observing. That's what I'm seeing. So that's the only answer I got, because the talent discrepancy is there. These D1 teams are way more talented, but we know talent doesn't mean anything, man. Remember the old Princeton offenses in Princeton? How that group of the 5'10" to 6'3", the whole team is like that, but they're running these 6'8", 6'9", 6'10" kids off of the court over and over and over again because of their offense. That's
remember Valparaiso, the Valparaiso, the same thing in the NCAA tournament. Mm-hmm. They were a bunch of no-namers, and they knocked off quite a few people in their journey. So I mean, it's just it's interesting to see this happening. And I got to give a shout out also though to the LSU women's. By the way, did you guys know this last night? Last night, they're the first team officially to do it to have 6 straight 100+ point games where they won, like they scored 100+ points 6 straight times. The last time that happened, Matt, was when Kim Mulkey played. That's a crazy stat to know that happened. So shout out to women's and men. But Matt, you know this. Pensman, you know this too. Basketball it's both mine and Matt's first love. I don't know if it's yours, Pensman, but it's our first love. And basketball is definitely changed the landscape of all sports just because of how much has really gone along with it. But shout out to everybody who is making these major improvements. Shout out to Scranton for knocking off Pittsburgh. Shout out to LaSalle for knocking off Pittsburgh as well. Shout out to St. Peter's. Everybody. It's just, just amazing to see these smalls. Yeah.
I hate to be a bearer of bad news, but can you uncorrect yourself from what you told everybody, just in case people are listening from the other day? You said that the Scranton boys, it was the actual.
Yes, I made a mistake on that one. I thought it was the Scranton boys. It's actually the Scranton girls knocked off Pitt. I apologize for that one. I actually had to text Ralph and tell him I apologize for that one. So, all right. So this next topic, I want you all. I know there's a lot of people watching, a lot of people listening. Matt, you're going to be the first one to answer this question. So be ready. And then Pensman, then I will answer. What was your favorite TV show or TV shows growing up? Now, I want you to give me your 4 favorite TV shows and give us one wild card show that not many people will remember, but they do remember.
Oh man, for me, man, it was all over the place. Number 1, I gotta go with Dragon Ball Z. That was my show growing up, man. I had to watch Dragon Ball Z. I had to get that in, man. That's one. Of course, number 2, man. It was just the NBA or NBC, man. I count that as a show. Yeah, I count that, man. Gotta count that. 3. You guys might not know about this, but Martin, man, you had to go with Martin.
I know Martin. Martin. What was the character he played that had the really snotty nose and when he walked on his knees with the shoes?
Roscoe.
What was his name?
Roscoe.
Yes, I remember him so well.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so that, man. Of course, man. You know, everybody liked the Fresh Prince.
That's
of
three
Bel-Air.
though.
Everybody like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, man. But then you got it depends though, man. Like as far as cartoons, growing up, DuckTales, Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers, Tailspin,
Darkwing Duck,
all that stuff is there, man.
Tailspin.
I said Tailspin. Oh yeah, Tailspin. Oh yeah. So a lot of shows out there. Then you got your shows, after school shows, man. You had your Power Rangers, you had your Big Bad Beetleborgs, like I said before.
I got one for you.
What's that?
You remember the show Are You Afraid of the Dark?
I remember that. But, even though I hated these shows, but I love their books. Goosebumps.
Yes.
Goosebumps and Animorphs. Those are mine. Those are mine. You hated Animorphs?
Yeah, I hated that one.
Man, those were my go-tos, like Goosebumps and Animorphs, as far as the books go. But yeah, those are some of the shows, man, that we rocked.
All right, Pinsman, I'm gonna put the screen on you. Give us your 4 and your wild card. Go.
Dinosaurs.
Yes.
That's number 1. I had to watch my dinosaurs. Watched Mega Man, watched Dragon Ball Z, and then watched Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
What about your wild card?
Wild card.
That
ESPN.
not many people know, but people know.
Yeah, I just watched ESPN a lot when I was younger.
So,
all right.
Talking about dinosaurs, man. So the last show, you guys realized that's when the asteroid was coming to blow them all up, right?
That's right.
Okay, just want to make sure I knew that, man. I didn't know that until I was an adult. I was like, oh my gosh.
I remember it. They were talking about how the volcanoes were erupting and they were going to leave, and then they said there was this big white bright light. It was in the sky. It was coming this direction to the earth.
I did watch a lot of Simpsons too.
We all did, man.
Who hasn't?
Yeah,
the Simpsons has been around longer than we've been. I think as long as we've been alive.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even count them, man. That's like a long soap opera or something like that.
Really
I know. I'm just saying you can't count the Simpsons out because
speaking of soap operas, man. Speaking of soap operas, I know you remember your mom's watching General Hospital or Days. Was it One Life to Live? One Life to Live. Days of Our Lives.
Yes, all those. I remember that so well. Mom would watch those.
Sunny, no.
Sunny, leave me alone. It's 3:00.
Get away! It's my TV time.
You better not have when you get home. You better not mess up my tapes. My mom have me recording it on the VCR.
Get the VCR. You better not record me or my VCH.
Don't mess with my stories.
Yep. Oh man. So my favorite 4, the first one, and my wild card. You guys are gonna be blown away when I tell you the wild card one. All right. So the first one, I've already mentioned it, Matt, and you know this one. Power Rangers. Do you remember that? Oh, so well, right? But more specifically, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. That was my favorite because when they introduced Tommy, that was my favorite character, the Green Dragon Zord. I actually had
rest in peace, buddy.
Yes, I actually had the flute, and I had the Dragon Zord, everything. I had all the toys.
Jason David Frank, right? Yeah, rest in peace to that guy, man. Because
Jason David Frank.
Because ever since Power Rangers, whenever it ended, he was determined to continue to make movies, man. Even though they were the same movie over and over and over and over and over again.
The newest version of Power Rangers.
Yep,
he was in it. Remember?
Oh, he was in all of them, man.
He was the dad. He was Jason's dad in the newer Power Rangers.
Yeah,
that was it. Yeah, Mr. Miyagi. Or Mr. Magoo. Sorry, Mr. Magoo. That was really good. All right, so I mentioned Power Rangers. I read it wrong. I'm sorry.
You're thinking of Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah, Mr. Miyagi. All right,
Mr. Miyagi.
So the first one was wax off. Was Power Rangers. Okay. The second one, Boy Meets World.
There we go.
That was one of my favorites.
Topanga.
Still is actually.
No, sure.
Still is one of my favorites. The third one, God, there's so many to choose from. Daggum. Step by Step. I like Step by Step. Mainly because I just thought the girl who played Al on that show, I thought she was a fox. And I always said I was going to marry her. When I was a kid, I said I was going to marry her.
Bet you did.
So that was 3. The fourth one, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the cartoon.
How's it going?
I had all the toys.
Ninja Turtles, Heroes.
So, all right, you ready to hear my wild card? And I guarantee you, there's a really good chance y'all probably don't remember this. You remember the show Capital Critters?
No.
It was about rats in the White House. And the only reason why it only lasted one season. The only reason why I liked it so much is because Dad and I would watch it every Saturday night when I go to his house. That was something Dad and I would get the popcorn and we'd watch it. And then Opus. Do you remember Opus?
No.
A Wish for Wings That Worked. I want you guys to Google Opus. 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 A Wish for Wings That Work. It's the penguin that had the butt implant. But Bill the cat, and he was a scientifically expanded.
Brandon has the 102 fever now.
No, it's true. I'm serious. Look it up. Look up Opus. A Wish for Wings That Work. I promise you. That was one of my favorite movies. I watched it every year.
Confused on that one too.
Did you ever see it, Matt? Are you looking it up right now?
I've never seen it.
Are you looking at it though?
I'm looking at it, and
yeah, it's Bill the cat. It's a cartoon that was come through a comic series.
Seems like a Mad TV skit.
No, it was the thing back
You guys
then.
remember Ren and Stimpy?
Oh
Yes!
man!
Yes.
Hey! Do us a favor. Hey, Pensman. Mike, look up Ren and Stimpy. Go to the beach.
Yeah, yep. I saw that one. Yep. That's good.
What about Pinky and the Brain? Do you remember Pinky and the Brain?
Narf.
We're Animaniacs.
Animaniacs, yes. Looney Tunes Kids. What was it? Yeah, Looney Tunes Kids. Gosh. All right, so let's go to you fans that are watching right now, okay? Why don't you tell us if you could bring back any show. I don't give a hoop. It's from the 50s all the way up to 2021 or 24 even. What show would you bring back, fans? Matt, what show, if you could bring back any show, I don't care if it's kids, teenagers, preteen, or adult, what would you bring back?
I would bring back, I mentioned it earlier, I would bring back Mad TV.
You are now what? Stop. Yep. Let me do it.
Okay,
I can do it.
Stewart.
Because
and the reason why is because I was always anti SNL. I was always like, I'm not gonna sit here and watch Saturday Night Live. And I will always watch Mad TV.
Well, apparently everybody on SNL is anti SNL too. So I'm just
saying. All right. So but it's not about Mad TV. It's about that time where I was at in my life. You know, me, young teenager. Just that time was just was a good time. It was a cool time. So,
what about you, Pinsman? What show? Any show you watched? I don't care if it's from day one all the way up to now. What show would you bring back?
I'm trying to figure this out, but I like to see Home Improvement come back with a different cast. Yeah,
I always wondered why they didn't show Wilson.
Not. Don't leave Tim Allen out of it. He did his job.
Well, they're bringing it back. You know they are bringing it back. It's a continuation of all the kids growing up.
I'm talking about like go back and like make like a whole different, I don't know, different situation. Of like I was addicted to that show, but I'm just trying to rechange it, do something. But I like it, but just get different cast and see how that work out. I don't know. Okay. I don't know.
Mine would be Lost.
And I would like to bring Darkwing Duck back.
The reason why I Lost is because it kept you on the edge of your seat.
Lost was made very clear at the end, but that
they had all
kids are watching.
They were all dead, but they all came together at one time.
I've never been more disappointed in the ending.
I was disappointed how it ended too, but I was also sad that it ended. I remember when they originally started, and if you guys didn't know this, when it first started, where Jack woke up is the exact place where he died. It's the exact spot. And you see Kristen's shoe that was on the bamboo is the exact same place it started. So they brought it all back to the end. I understand. I hated that it ended because the producers and the writers all said they were not dead. They were not dead. They were not dead. Come to find out, they did die, but they were in a different. They were like, I guess,
like a purgatory.
Like a purgatory, and they all came to the end.
In that church.
Remember when they asked Ben? Yeah, they asked Ben, are you coming with us? He goes, no, I think I'm going to stay around because Ben didn't want to leave, so he was going to be a ghost, is what it was. But yeah, that I would bring if I could bring back Lost, I would because that was the show that kept you on the edge.
But how did they die?
They all died in their separate times. Jack died because he was stabbed by Locke, and Locke died because Jack killed him. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
And then the monster, whatever it was, they were able to. The smoke monster. They were able to take away the chance for him being brought back, and they killed him once and for all. And then Kate died later on, and Sawyer and all of them, and Hugo.
To me, they made it way more difficult than it had to be. They could have, but I get it though. I get it. It had a lot of momentum starting off, a lot of momentum for the first couple of seasons, man. Then it kind of hit a cliff, but it's one of those ones that you got to go back and watch, knowing what the end is going to be, and you'll enjoy it a lot more. The
style of TV I would like to see them bring back would be like the Boy Meets World. I know they tried it back again with Girl Meets World, and it was okay, but it didn't have the zazzle that they had hoped. But I'd like to bring some that style back. Yeah, Girl Meets World
was it that bad? Because I never tried to watch it.
Yeah, that was a disaster.
I watched the first season of it. They did 3 seasons, and it wasn't the best.
So the girl is Corey and Topanga's daughter.
Yeah, Corey and Topanga's daughter. Yep. And little side note,
and Uncle Sean's in the picture too, but it's just
Sean's in there. Mr. Feeney. Mr. Feeney was in there.
Feeney's still alive?
Yeah, he's 98 years old. He's 98 years old, actually, in real life. And by the way, I don't know if you guys knew this. Did you remember the show Knight Rider, Matt?
Yes.
You know who played Kit?
Hey, Michael.
Was Mr. Feeney?
Yeah, I knew that.
So, but that and after the last time that Girl Meets World showed was the last time Ben Savage talked to anybody from the Boy Meets World and Girl Meets World cast. He has not talked to them since, and they don't know why he will not talk to them. They just he's completely shut them out. I follow him on Instagram. I've talked to him one time. He's a really cool guy.
Okay. Tell me this, Brandon. His brother Fred. What is his brother Fred playing on?
It was that devil movie. He played as an angel or whatever.
No. What TV show did his brother Fred play on? What would you do?
Oh my God, Wonder Years.
There you go.
That's right. Will Freedy. Gosh, that was a good show.
Isn't Chris Rock supposed to come out with like a black version of the Wonder Years or something like that?
They did. They brought it out and it was canceled after 2 seasons. Unfortunately, it was really good. It was really
good. Was it good? It was good.
Yes, it was really good. Cassie and I, we loved watching it, and we made sure to get Addison to watch it. We had Mom and Dave. Everybody watched it. It was such a good show, and then they just canceled it. Just because.
Why they canceled it?
They never gave an answer. They never gave an answer. They tried to claim it as ratings, but it was one of the highest rated TV shows. It happened right around the COVID time too. Okay. And people have COVID might have done it.
The COVID took out a lot of things.
But it was such the black version was so good because towards the end of the series, Matt, they actually the guy goes, I have a crush. And he's like, oh yeah, who do you have a crush on? Oh, I'm dating this girl named Wendy. And he shows the picture of Wendy from back then, and then they said, yeah, and he has a good friend named Kevin, and I'm friends with his brother, and they showed the picture of Kevin and his brother, and that was how it ended. They never.
It was supposed to intertwine.
It was so cool. I loved it. It was awesome, but unfortunately, it's no longer there. So it's sad. All right, Matt, what is your honorable mentions you would like to give, sir?
First off, man, honorable mention I want to give to is the honorable mention to the 2026 Atlanta Hawks for keeping afloat while they're
25-26.
What did I say?
You said 26.
Okay, yeah, 25-26. Mm-hmm. Season doesn't start until February, Brandon. So you know how it is. The real season right now is all exhibition. But no, man, I gotta give it to the Hawks. Even though the Hawks beat teams that they're supposed to beat because the teams that they're playing aren't really good teams like that. You're seeing a growth. You're seeing a growth of this team. You're seeing Jalen Johnson kind of take the reins, saying this is pretty much my team. He's averaging about like 25, 9, and 8. Nobody knew he had an all-around game like this. So I'm still kind of disappointed in what Ricochet is showing me. I want him to show me more for being the first overall pick, but I got to give it to this Hawks team, man. They're playing and waiting for their star to get back. I hear a lot of people saying they're playing better without Trae Young, and they should be
trade. I heard that too. Yeah,
that's crazy. That's
crazy. That's like saying drafting Michael Jordan, him scoring 80 points a game, and then saying, you know what, trade him for a 5th round pick.
That's crazy. Guys, Trae Young is they got it. They showed charts and everything, man. With the statistics. One of the best playmakers to ever play the game is Trae Young, man. So guys, I'm sorry, man. Just wait for Trae to get back, let him integrate with that team, and they'll be something special. So yeah, gotta give a shout out to the Atlanta Hawks right now, man. They're playing good ball without their leader.
What about you, Pinsman? What is your first honorable mention?
I'm going to surprise everybody because I make fun of them on my channel. If you're not subscribed to my channel, subscribe. You'll understand what I mean. But my honorable mention is the Dallas Cowboys. And the reason is, before you say something, Matt, hold on. Before you say something, I hear you laughing. I know. They had their best game of the century. They actually played 60 minutes of fundamental football against the Raiders.
Against who?
The Raiders.
The Raiders.
Against who?
The Raiders.
No, Raiders.
But it's the Dallas Cowboys. You got to give them credit. Their defense showed up. They lost Nealon. They did that, and with all they didn't back down. They didn't roll over. So you got to give credit where it's due.
Did they ask them to scratch on their belly too?
Yeah.
I like that. All right, my honorable mention. There's so many to give out there. You know what? I'm gonna give it to James Franklin. Why? Because he could have just sat and ridden off into the sunset, never touched the field again. But nope, he said, you know what? Hold my beer. I don't care about my buyout being $49. I'll take it $9 million. He gets a 5-year, $41.75 million deal with the Virginia Tech Hokies. Absolutely, shout out to him. All right, so I have a little sports story that I'm going to. I'm going to give you a little sports story on this one. Okay, and it's not very big, but it's big enough. Okay, and I'm going to give it to Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin has come out, and everybody knows the whole speculation has been he is going to leave Ole Miss and he's going to go to Florida. Everybody has said that. Well, the AD came out and said, we'll give you a $4 million bonus or extension or whatever, right? No, he has come out and said, I will make my decision if I'm going or if I'm staying at Ole Miss after the Egg Bowl, which is the biggest match in the entire state of Mississippi between Ole Miss and Mississippi State. After that game, he is going to tell everybody if he's going to go to Florida or if he's going to stay at Ole Miss or if he's going to go to Penn State, because he's been linked at Penn State as well. It's kind of interesting how it's going on, this dynamic. If I had to put my money on it, I think he's going to Florida. I really do, because it's a golden opportunity. They've already said he is linked to a $13.5 million deal a year at Florida. He did come out and say his dream job was to be either at Alabama or Florida. That was a long time ago. And obviously Alabama is not going to happen anytime soon. However, there was a story that came out today that said that Kalen DeBoer is linked to Penn State. He ain't leaving Alabama to go to Penn State. But I think Lane Kiffin goes to Florida. What do you think, Matt? Do you think Lane Kiffin stays at Ole Miss, or do you think he goes to Florida or even Penn State? What do you think?
I think Ole Miss will come with an offer that he cannot turn down. So I can see him staying at Ole Miss, but I won't be surprised if he takes the Florida gig. What
do you think, Pinsman?
I think he's going to Florida. I agree with Matt. Don't be surprised, but I agree with Matt. I think Ole Miss will be calling and offering him, but I think he belongs in Florida.
I agree. All right, so Pinsman had a little sports story he talked about yesterday, and we had a great response. Over 70 views have watched it so far. Thank you guys for checking that out. But Pinsman, let everybody know real quick what your story was about yesterday.
All right.
And I'm going to zoom in on you.
First off, go ahead. First off, it's the MLB all season. And the Yankees are planning on getting better. I don't know if this is going to happen, but Brian Cashman and Darlin Williams are planning on signing a 3-year, $45 million deal. If it's going to happen or not, but I don't agree with it. So that's go ahead.
Is it a rash decision, or do you think there was some thought put behind it?
They're going by what happened in the postseason. A lot of people that came on last night, and I appreciate everybody that commented last night, they're all going by the postseason play. I got so many comments of what Williams did in the playoffs, but you can't go by what he did in the playoffs. It's what he did in the season. I know he had a good second half, but you have to have consistency. And he had, I forget the stats. The stats are not in front of me anymore, but just go back and watch it. You'll see what I said. But you have to have a negative. He had negative 0.3 WAR. You gotta have positive WAR. It's like 62 innings, like strikeouts, and it's just not. The numbers aren't there for 45 million. The numbers aren't there.
Yeah, I think I feel like that maybe it was kind of a little bit of a rash decision, to be honest. They're jumping the gun too quickly on that one. Real quick, Dayton Raiola has decommitted from Nebraska. For people who don't know who Dayton Raiola is, his older brother is Dylan Raiola, who eerily mimics 100% of what Patrick Mahomes does, including the thing that he does like that, and he just everything's about it. It's so weird. My question to you, Matt, is does he know something that we don't know that's going on at Nebraska? I mean, Nebraska's not having a terrible season. They're 7-3. Matt Rule is Matt Rule. We know what kind of coach he is, but what do you think?
Yeah, you see that his brother is probably going to stay for another couple more years, which he has to. His brother's only a sophomore this year, true sophomore. So his brother, so he won't get to play until 2 more years from now. So he'll go somewhere. He's solid. Did he come over into Buford, Georgia, or something like that?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So he's solid, man. He can go to a D1 program. He can go to an SEC program that is a quarterback, or a Big Ten program that needs a quarterback, and he'll be just fine.
What do you think, Pinsman? Do you think he knows something that we don't know?
Can you repeat that? I was busy back here.
Oh, do you think that Dayton Raiola knows something that we don't know with regards to Matt Rule and Nebraska, or just what Matt said is that because his brother's going to be there for at least another year or two,
he could. He knows the inside scoop, and I'm sure he made a bunch of phone calls, and I'm pretty sure that he heard something, and he's like, nah, don't advise. As a good friend, he's like, don't advise you to go there. He said it's your call, but we don't know for sure. But it's just a guess that he might know something that he might not know.
That's true.
So it's a possibility.
It is true. So this weekend is full of good quality games, both college. Well, actually, good high school, good college, good pro. As you guys see, I'm wearing the University of Hawaii jersey. We had our good friend who actually I've talked to him several times. He gave me as you guys saw, he gave a shout out about wearing the University of Hawaii jersey. Tonight, Hawaii plays for a shot to go to the Mountain West Conference Championship.
There you go, Brandon.
Show me right here. Great guy. Follow them. Fantastic people. But all people in Hawaii are my ohana. But Hawaii, if they beat UNLV tonight, they will clinch a spot in the Mountain West Conference Championship. Albeit it's small, they still actually have an outside chance to make the college football playoffs. They have to win literally tonight, the next game, and then if they go to the conference championship, they have to win it, and then they will be in the runnings to go, because the Mountain West Conference is the higher rated strength of schedule wise for the G4s or G5s, whatever you want to call them.
Will the committee be nice to them? You know how the committee's like.
Yep, the committee is the committee. The one name that everybody mentions quite often is JMU, James Madison. If James Madison makes it, congratulations, well deserved. They're absolutely deserved. But just think about what this would signify for the University of Hawaii. Hawaii has not been really relevant since the Colt Brennan era when they went to the Sugar Bowl. Yeah, albeit we got blown out by Georgia 41-10 in the Sugar Bowl. But they had a couple good years in between. The last good one was 18 when Nick Rolovich was the head coach. They went to the Mountain West Conference Championship. They lost by 10 to Boise State. But that was really it. So it's been quite a while. And Timmy Chang has really done a good job. People were doubting that he should be fired. He's brought it up. So congratulations on that one. So tune in tonight on FS1 at 10:30 Eastern, which if you guys are in Hawaii, it's 5:30 Hawaii time. University of Hawaii takes on UNLV, which is also considered the ninth island of Hawaii. A lot of people from the state of Nevada, more specific, Las Vegas, they interact a lot more with the University of Hawaii. There is another good game that's going to be on is Southern Cal taking on Oregon. It's going to be a good matchup indeed. Very good matchup. If Oregon actually loses this game to Southern Cal, Matt, I don't know if you heard this too, Oregon's eliminated from the college football playoff if they lose to Southern Cal. Albeit they are still ranked number 7. Their chances of going to the CFP are 0 if they lose. Can't say anything for Southern Cal. They have an outside chance. It's like a 2% chance if they win. They can still have a 2% chance to go. I don't think they're going. Let's see. And then Yale
Michigan.
and Harvard.
Yeah, Michigan has a chance too.
Yeah, Michigan has a chance to go. They're playing Maryland this weekend. That's going to be a really good matchup. If Michigan wins out the rest of the next 2 games and they win the Big Ten championship, they are going to the CFP. That means that you might not see Ohio State actually be in there. There's a small chance they could not be in it.
Or against Bama.
Yep. So, and then Harvard takes on Yale. It's one of the oldest rivals in college football. It will be nationally televised. Congratulations to that one. The FCS playoffs, our picture is starting to come into more focus. Here in Presbyterian, which by the way, I got to give a shout out to Presbyterian. Since they came on our show, every network, including ESPN, has done a feature on them. And that's really, really indicative of how much we have really helped the landscape of sports. So shout out to Presbyterian. If Presbyterian wins tomorrow against Marist, they are hosting a first round playoff game. They will host. They're not going to get the first round bye. They will host. They will share the Pioneer League championship with Dayton. So yeah, and then the next one, the professional game, Atlanta takes on the New Orleans Saints. It is even though they both are really doing bad this year, it's still one of the best rivals to watch. Matt will tell you it's one of the most hated. They call it the Down South Dirty Rivalry for a good reason, because the people in Atlanta hate the people from New Orleans and vice versa. And I mean, it's legit hate. Matt, you agree? It's legit hate, right? Yeah. It's
Absolutely.
It's one of the dirtiest rivalries. And high school football is really getting into the swing of things. Tonight, there is a matchup going on. Currently, it's almost over, but it's between Woodruff High School and Belton Honeypath. Belton Honeypath guys, they average 62 points a game and they give up 10 points a game. Absolutely insane. Their quarterback's thrown for 56 touchdowns this year. That's insane for high school. Just put that into perspective. The last quarterback that did it in college was Colt Brennan. He threw 58 touchdowns in one season. That's college. They play more games in college than they do in high school. So just put that into perspective there. So absolutely tune into all the sporting world. Don't forget, tomorrow you will see myself, Brian Pettit, and our man Shane Owen at the Clemson-Furman game. Yes, we will be at Clemson's Memorial Stadium to tailgate. We'll start tailgating about 12:30, and we'll go to the end of the game. The game is at 4:30.
Are y'all gonna be shooting live?
That's a possibility. It is a possibility.
At least at halftime, fire it up real quick, man.
Yeah, that's a real possibility. But if you guys are there, come check us out. Come say hey to us. We greatly appreciate it. Just a quick reminder, there will be an episode on Tuesday. It is a Thanksgiving special. It's only going to be for an hour. It's not going to be the full hour and 30-minute show. We have a really special guest, Tom Sillo. He is a 58-year-old college football freshman. He just finished up his freshman season. He said he might not go back. I don't know, but ESPN did a feature story on him, and 24/7, Fox Sports, CBS have all done it. He also has his own trading card, and he also had a little bit of an NIL deal appear for him. So congratulations to Tom Sello. Yes, Tuesday we'll have Tom Sello on. Check us out. Please do it 7:30 as usual. There will not be an episode on Friday, Black Friday, the 28th. I will be in Atlanta. Matt will be at work. Pins will be at work. Brian Pettit will be at work, and Shane will be at work. We're all going to be MIA, and we want to spend time with not only our families, but we have to work. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got to be up there 5:30 in the morning. But hey, man, it's going to be crazy. But yeah,
that's early.
Yeah, man. Yeah, hey, man.
Yep.
You know how it is, man. You know how it is.
Yep.
But Brandon, since you're gonna be in Atlanta, man, shoot, how early are you coming? Are you gonna be there for all of Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I might be there all day. I might be the whole thing. I don't know. We might leave Wednesday. I don't know. But we're coming down Sunday. As you guys know, this is probably Dave's final Thanksgiving. He has supranuclear palsy and he's rapidly declining. So we're wanting the kids to spend as much time as possible with Granddude and us if this is his last one. But yeah, we're coming down. We're leaving Sunday. We're gonna have Thanksgiving with my stepbrother and stepsister and their significant others and the kids. So we will be down there. Matt might come join us, hopefully.
Yeah. I'll stop through.
So with that being said, for everybody who tuned in tonight, we had over 46 comments, and then we had, at one point, we peaked at 118 views. Thank you guys for everything. Thank you for tuning into us. We really appreciate it. It does mean a lot to us. As you guys do see the ticker that's going right here, it has been updated. As you just pay attention after it shows my TikTok page, we have new names that are mentioned on here. Here's the TikTok page being mentioned right now, which, by the way, I'm so close to 1,300. But please subscribe right there. Subscribe and follow to Pinsman Sports. Please follow and subscribe to our boy Brian Pettit at Tiger Stripes Media, and also to our newest member of the Sportz Nutz Network, Mr. Ralph Williams at RW Media. He will be bringing his sports shows over to our network, and he will be broadcasting all his shows on our stream. So we absolutely are excited to have him on there. For our man, our good man, Brian Pettit, for always telling you to love each other, be kind, and be respectful. And our man, Shane, who always tells you peace, love, and bacon grease, and love each other. Pinsman, what do you have to say to everybody, sir?
There's a lot of hate in the world. Just respect each other. If you don't like what people say, just walk the other way.
Amen to that one. And Matt, what do you have to tell everybody?
Yeah, guys, weekend's coming up, so just, don't get flagged out there in the game of life, man. If you're gonna drink out there, make sure you have an Uber. Make sure you have a designated driver. Just get home safely, guys. Don't get flagged in the game of life. Don't want to hear whoop whoops behind you, because once that happens, it's a wrap. It's over. See you on Monday.
Yeah. No, not even Monday.
Right?
Yes. Yeah. If you drink and you want to drive, call an Uber.
Matt, it's getting towards the holiday, so more like Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. Very true. And guys, we appreciate each and every one of you for tuning on. It means the world to us. As I always tell you, peace up, A-Town down. Why? It's the greatest sports city there ever was. You guys have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy all the sports that are going on out there. We might see us for about 30 minutes tomorrow at the Clemson game. Until then, enjoy this lovely outro that our man Matt made, and we'll see you on Tuesday. Good night.
Not the greatest.